This week on Inside Boulder News, Boulder's Bridge House kicks off Ready to Work housing effort. The city wants your feedback on the next steps towards reaching its zero waste goal. And the Dairy Center for the Arts receives the largest donation in its 22-year history. Welcome to Inside Boulder News. I'm Ashley Prill. Construction is underway at 4747 Table Mesa Drive, which will provide housing for 48 Ready to Work program participants. Ready to Work is Boulder Bridge House's employment program that provides paid vocational training and support services to homeless individuals re-entering the workforce and stable housing.
What's really exciting about this project is it's about solutions. It's not just about serving homeless folks, which is really important. It's about helping them get out of poverty, helping them get back on their feet and reintegrate in the community. And so that's what's really, really wonderful. And it's also a scalable project. It's not just helping a few people. This place is going to house 48 people. That's a big step forward. And it's really exciting that the city's a part of this. And it represents a really wonderful partnership between local government, the city and the county, and nonprofits coming together, particularly the Bridge House, to make this happen.
A lot of these guys right now, they're still out on the streets. I was lucky. I got into the shelter in their first step in transitional program. A lot of these guys, they camp out and they go to the warming centers at night. It's really hard. So for them to have a place where they can come and like unwind, relax, be inside and try to like put their lives back together. These people got me helped me get a grant through the county. In June, I'll start paying rent on my own, very affordable rent. They helped me get the job. I work at Whole Foods over on Pearl Street. I'm full-time. I'm doing amazing, and it's thanks to these people. I say, without these people, I wouldn't be where I am today.
All Ready to Work residents will work a minimum of 20 to 30 hours a week, attend classes, pay room and board, and participate in maintaining the building. The property will also be staffed at all times by trained management and program personnel. Renovation is expected to be complete by this summer. The City of Boulder is updating its Zero Waste Strategic Plan, which outlines the community's zero waste goals and provides a framework for guiding investments in new programs, services, and facilities. As part of that process, City Council has asked staff to develop regulatory options to encourage businesses, industry, and multifamily units to recycle and compost more.
We really need to work on the commercial sector. We've had voluntary programs in place, incentives, and free technical assistance for many years. And so City Council really honed in on what can we do to really accelerate waste diversion in that sector, because it's a growing amount of waste and the diversion rates remaining about the same. And so they did want us to start exploring options for an ordinance around commercial recycling.
Boulder's overall goal as a community is to divert 85% of waste from the landfill. Currently, the commercial sector, which is the largest part of the waste stream, is diverting 28%, and multifamily units are diverting 21% of their waste.
So the ordinance recommendations right now came from a working group that was made up of industry representatives and stakeholders in the community. It's just a recommendation from the working group at this point, and we are right now embarking on a community process to get feedback on those working group recommendations. We will be going to council February 17th with the culmination of that community process. Staff will be making a recommendation based on both what the working group has told us and the community feedback on those options. And then we'll be presenting ordinance options to council in February, and then a month or two later going back to them with the actual proposed ordinance language.
Provide feedback on the Zero Waste Working Group's recommendations online. Business owners should visit this link. And if you're a resident of Boulder, visit inspireboulder.com. The deadline to submit your feedback is Friday, February 13th. On Monday, January 26th, community members are invited to discuss opportunities to address Boulder's housing challenges at the Why Housing Matters Symposium. The symposium will review the current housing situation and initiate constructive conversations about how best to achieve Boulder's housing goals while maintaining community values.
Any Boulder community members who are interested in housing issues that affect all of us are invited to attend the event. Your voice is valuable, and we want to hear about how housing in Boulder has affected you and some of your creative ideas to potentially address some of Boulder's housing challenges.
The Why Housing Matters Symposium will take place from 6 to 8 p.m. at E-Town Hall, 1535 Spruce Street. Michael Piatok, principal of Oakland-based firm Piatok, a nationally recognized leader in the design of a variety of housing options, will be the keynote speaker. You can review housing information at housingboulder.net and also sign up for the Housing Boulder email list, or share your ideas at inspireboulder.com. Recently, the Dairy Center for the Arts received the largest donation it has ever had since opening in 1992. Gordon and Grace Gamm committed $1 million to support improvements at the dairy as well as programming.
Gordon and Grace Gamm are wonderful philanthropists in the community and great supporters of the arts. And they believe Boulder really has an opportunity to become an arts destination. And one of the keys to that, they also believe, is a very healthy dairy center for the arts, because this is kind of the epicenter of the arts and culture in this community. And so making sure it's healthy and can bring in really great programming and has the best facilities possible is key to making all that happen. So their gift was to, one, help with the renovation of the dairy, and secondly, to also help attract some programming to Boulder that we might not otherwise be able to afford. If we were to bring an outside performance from an outside theater group, dance group, music group, that there is a cost involved in that. And in some cases, that cost may be more than we're able to generate from ticket sales, because our largest theater is 250 seats. And so this gives us a little leeway to do some things we might not be able to do otherwise.
The donation will support additional renovations that aren't included in the 2A plans. Ballot Issue 2A was approved by the community in November and will use a temporary sales tax to fund capital improvements, including up to $3.8 million for the Dairy Center. Drawings for the 2A improvements are currently being finalized, and work is expected to begin in August. Obermeyer hopes the Gamm's donation will serve as a catalyst for others to support the arts.
The one reality is that we still have to sustain the operations of this place. So even though we've got money for renovations, we've got some new money for some programming, it still costs us to maintain the staff and the facilities and the heating and air conditioning and all that. So the sustainability of arts organizations is important all across the country, and hopefully others will join them and help us out in that regard as well.
To learn more about the Dairy Center for the Arts, visit thedairy.org. Since 1986, the Boulder Reads program at the Boulder Public Library has provided services and resources to support literacy and lifelong learning for adults and children. Each year, Boulder Reads recognizes one student with the Janet Driscoll Turner Outstanding Adult Learner Award.
The Janet Driscoll Turner Award was named after Janet Driscoll, who was a courageous woman and a tenacious learner. She moved to Boulder in her late 60s without the ability to read or write. Signed up for our Boulder Reads program, began learning to read slowly, and over the course of the next decade and 5, 6, 7 tutors, she not only learned to read and to write, she decided to compose her own memoir, wrote a book which is now being used in college classrooms. It was made into a play. She's truly a remarkable, remarkable woman.
This year, staff chose student Myra Rivera for the honor.
I'm struck by the parallels between Myra's story and Janet's story. Myra came to the United States at a very difficult age, at 15, without the ability to read and write in English. She also dedicated herself to learning, got a GED, later went on to earn an associate's degree and other special degrees. But she is a remarkable, courageous woman, I believe, as well, and I expect great things from her in the future.
Myra started with the Boulder Reads program in 2006.
I was in college, and there was a lot of writing, and English is my second language. And I was doing assignments, and I thought, I need help. And then one day, I was getting home from work, and I saw a sticker on my door. It was from Boulder Reads.
Boulder Reads volunteer Monica Munguia tutored Myra for a little over 2 years.
Watching her grow, I think obviously she continued to learn, but I really loved watching her confidence build. I felt like she became even more passionate about learning and even more kind of courageous and willing to push herself outside of her comfort zone over time and kind of take on larger and larger goals and things that she wanted to achieve. So that was really exciting.
It helped me to finish my associates. I did it thanks to this program. And I'm so thankful that, and you know, I was just lucky that I found out about Boulder Reads. And they're amazing people. They're always trying to see if you need help, if you're okay, if you feel comfortable with the tutor. I mean, they're always, you know, looking after you, which is great. I feel like I'm not alone on this. I have someone, you know, with me and helping me go through this and get my degree, and I did it.
Myra doesn't need a tutor anymore, but she is continuing her education through online courses at the Boulder Public Library. To learn more about the Boulder Reads program, call 303-441-3139 or visit boulderreads.org. Thank you for watching Inside Boulder News. Stay in touch with us on Facebook and Twitter by submitting news tips and questions. You can also sign up to receive video updates right in your inbox. Just go to boulderchannel8.com and click on subscribe.